What up? Welcome back. It's been about 3 months, but I'm finally back with part 5 of the film school diaries. If you're new to this series or channel, I'm Liam. I go to film school and I've been trying to document what I've been learning in my classes. So it's been a while since that last video. Lots happened since, so let's get into it. I am approaching the end of my third quarter of the program. Our next week is our last week of this quarter, and then we have a break for a week, and then we start our fourth quarter, which will last for about 12 weeks, and then I will be done. Since the last video, a lot has happened in school. We've started to work on our thesis projects. A lot of kids in my class are making like a 10-minute narrative short film of some type. There's a handful of us that are doing alternative projects. Either one guy is making a music video. There's like some cinematography reels that some people are making. And then there's about 5 of us that are writing a feature-length script, one of which would be me. But we will talk about that later. First up, let's talk about what happened this week. First off, Monday we had an art direction class. In the class, we started planning our final project for the class, or I guess our final. Monday we mostly just planned it. Basically, we're supposed to try and use what we had learned in the class and make a snippet of someone's thesis film, or attempt to, So we planned out a short scene from one of my buddies where the main character gets diagnosed in a doctor's room. He's going blind, and we just shot that. Or, well, we didn't shoot it, we planned it. We planned out the process for how we were going to do that. And then the next day, Tuesday, we spent the whole class shooting that project. It was pretty straightforward and simple. There wasn't a lot in terms of art direction that went into it. It was kind of just a standard shoot, I guess. But that went smoothly. Wednesday, we just messed around with some cameras with red dragon something cinema cameras. We messed around with those a little bit. We had a lecture. Don't ask me what the lecture was about. I don't remember. But then we shot a scene from the movie Training Day with Ethan Hawke and Denzel Washington. If you've seen the movie, it was the scene towards the beginning when they first meet, and it's in that diner, if you remember. We shot that pretty much. That went pretty smoothly. After that, we had a quiz, and yeah. Thursday, we had our thesis class, our thesis project class. We watched 2 short films, then analyzed them, just kind of looking at how all the different details in them kind of add to the story and contribute to the story and move it along. And yeah, after we watched those, we had an hour or 2 of work time where I worked on my thesis script for that, which I mentioned earlier. So you're probably wondering, what is this thesis script I've been talking about? Basically, it's a feature-length script, meaning it's about 100 to 120 pages long. And that's pretty much the only like rule for it. Our screenwriting teacher has been helping us out with these. First, we planned out a whole outline for them, and we did about a week or two of planning that out. So we have a roadmap of how to write it out, and then we've just been spending the weeks kind of writing as much and as far as we can, shooting for about 20 to 30 pages a week we've been doing. And yeah, I don't know how the other people that are writing their scripts are doing, but I am a little behind on mine. I am on page 60 of mine, and by the end of my break next week, I want to be done with the first draft of it, and I gotta set that goal for myself and actually sit down and do it. I think it'll be good being on break, and I'll finally have like the chance to actually just sit down and work on it without being pulled in every other direction with life and work and school and yada yada yada. What is the script about? You're probably wondering. I can't tell you everything, but basically I want it to be a kind of dramedy coming of age story. This guy in his early 20s gets diagnosed with cancer, and he kind of freaks out because he doesn't know what he's doing with his life, and he doesn't want to die, but he kind of runs away from his problems, and he goes on a road trip with his friends, and along the way they all kind of figure out their crap and what they're doing with their lives. It is, at least in my class, it'll probably stand out a bit because it's more of a drama, and a lot of the other people in my class are doing like action thriller movies. Two of them are doing like just straight up normal action movies. One of them is doing like a horror movie, and the fifth guy, right, or fifth or sixth guy, I don't know how many people I just said, but he is doing like kind of more of an experimental type thing, I guess. So hopefully that turns out pretty good. I have lots of hope for it. If I could just sit down and write it, I think it'll be pretty good. Outside of work or outside of school, I've been very, very, very busy with work and picking up gigs. My brother went to the same film school about 3 years ago. He's been working in the industry for a minute. More so just freelance work. So 2 weeks ago, I did video for a wedding with him and like his boss. Just another guy that kind of took him under his wing and does freelance stuff too. So all three of us did video for a wedding. And then last weekend on Friday, I had a mitzvah that I videoed with his boss, who I guess is kind of now my boss too. That was a pretty fun experience. And then last Saturday, I filmed a wedding with my brother, just us two. We filmed the wedding, and then today is Friday, and tomorrow is Saturday. I have another wedding with just my boss. I've been very busy with it, but don't get me wrong, it's been very fun, and it's a good experience. And I love working with my brother and my boss. They're both great guys, and they make it fun. We have lots of fun, lots of laughs, but we keep it professional, and it's it's a pretty good side gig, I'd say. It pays well, for sure. Pays very well. But yeah, I've been having fun with that. And then on top of that, I've been working my day job at a grocery store, which has been pretty annoying because, like, on these Saturdays that I've been having these weddings, like, I can't just take the day off from that. They'll freak out and the store will blow up or some crap. I don't know. So I've been having to go into work early so I can leave at like 11 or noon and then get ready for these weddings and go off and do that. So I've been working from like 7 in the morning till like 11 p.m. It's been very taxing on me mentally and physically, but it's been paying good, so I'm happy with that, at least. Outside of all that and my thesis script, I've also been planning / writing something else. Basically, my idea is that I want to write like 5 different short stories and then kind of put them all together into a collection and then publish that. And then all 5 of the stories could be like fleshed out into full-on novels. So I want to publish this collection, is what I'm calling it, and then have the people that read it like vote on which of the 5 short stories I should make into a full-on novel first. I've been thinking about that more and more in my head. Same with the script. It'd be fun if I had the time to actually work on it and do it, but I don't really too much. But I think it's a fun idea, and I want to actually execute that. So yeah. That just about sums up where I've been for the last 3 months. I've been doing good. I don't think there's anyone that regularly watches these videos, but if there is, let me know how you've been for these last 3 months. Or if you're new, let me know how you are. And yeah. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. And hopefully I'll see you next week. Peace.